Being a personal assistant will humble you, elevate you, and quietly rewire you. Because once you start working with leadership, it's hard to unsee the things that actually work. So, if part one was about what no one tells you what's going on, part two is about the truth in the role. So, let's talk about it. And if you're new here, hey, I'm Jessica. I'm an executive personal assistant, lifestyle lover, and business owner. Here we talk about all things PA life, career glow ups, hot topics, and actually living a life you enjoy. So if that sounds like your thing, your vibe, stick around. And I have my notes, so we're gonna get right into it. The first thing, what no one really tells you, is being close to power actually changes you. In my opinion, for the better if you don't let it get to your head. You see how decisions are made, you see how fast confidence can crumble under pressure. You see that a lot actually. And you see how many leaders are figuring out what to do in real time. It's all about thinking fast, making quick decisions, and being strong in your leadership, being confident in that leadership role. And once you see that, you can unsee it, which leads to the second truth, because power isn't loud the way people think it is. And when you start being around executives or someone in high in power, you see them more as a human. They do the same things we do, they just have a title attached to them. So don't get too wrapped up in the title, but more so look at them as a human because they are, and that will actually take you further than anyone just being a yes person just because of the title that they have. Keep it real. Tell them no if they need to hear it. If they need to hear it, tell them yes if they need to hear it. Really guide them. That is what it's about when it comes to being a personal assistant. It's about doing what's best for their interests. And also, okay, next I want to talk about how real power isn't allowed, because it's actually decisive. The best executives don't announce every move, and the best assistants don't either. You keep it quiet. Once you see and realize that saying less and knowing more is actually a career advantage. And it's when the discretion stops feeling like silence and it starts feeling like leverage. That being said, I also want to touch a little bit more about how being loud is not real power. Silence actually builds trust. That doesn't mean you walk in a room and you absolutely don't say anything, but actually being discreet and showing how you can be trustworthy by not repeating everything you say. I've seen a lot of people, once they get in a room of people just in general, once you get in a room with people high in power, or you never thought you would be in a room with so-and-so, somehow it gets online. It doesn't have to be online. It should be put in your diary. We don't need to know on TikTok, Instagram, Substack. It's okay. It's okay to keep it to yourself. I just had to put that out there because I think that's one thing a lot of assistants, if you are new to the role, or if you've been in this role a lot, especially if you've been in this role, I think you can all say that being silent is one of the most trustworthy things that you can bring to a team. So just keep that in mind if you're new to the role, or if you're thinking about getting into this role. I would make it a part of one of your top skills, because it's something that a lot of people actually don't have, and it's common sense, but I think it's a good point to bring up as well. Now for number three is which what we were just speaking of. Discretion is not a skill, it's a personality trait. And once you start realizing that, you see that discretion is not about being private, it's about being trusted. And once you hear things, you can't repeat them. You know things you can't share. Again, I feel like that's just common sense, but they say common sense isn't that common, and I'm starting to believe it. And you learn very quickly that your mouth can either build your career or end it, and we see it all the time. So I want to also bring that can also be something that assistants rarely talk about, is the emotional labor part of this job. It can be a lot to take on so much information, especially in the personal assistant role versus the executive assistant role, because personal assistant, depending on your working hours, it really is like a mindset of 24/7. You have to be on 24/7 for someone else's life. So you have to make sure that the emotional labor is not pouring into your life. Maybe that's something I'll talk about a little later, but I just wanted to bring that part up as well. Now this one might hurt. Some assistants stay loyal at the expense of their own growth. And this can be for anyone that's looking to advance in their own career. They confuse being indispensable with being invisible, but loyalty without strategy doesn't lead to advancement. It leads to stagnation and not growing at all. Which brings us to the final truth that no one tends to talk about. And here's the part that most people miss. The real value as an assistant isn't what you do, it's what you anticipate. You start noticing patterns, how your executive reacts under pressure, and what decisions trigger delays, and what problems keep repeating. You definitely see that a lot. And that's when you stop being reactive and you start being strategic. But the real catch is not everyone uses that power correctly. So it's being actually aware and being in rooms or being there more than you need to. The only way you're gonna be able to really anticipate those needs and see those patterns if you are there a lot, which is why I like to insert myself at least the first 60 to 90 days everywhere. Like once, even if you're a personal assistant or an executive assistant, and if they say, you know, it's fine, you don't have to be here, I would definitely be there anyway. That's the only way you're going to be able to anticipate those needs and really grow in your career and move faster. You don't have to be there too long to realize what needs to happen if you really insert yourself, I would say, with at least the first 60 to 90 days. And if you're already an assistant and you feel then like you want to anticipate needs more or see these delays or triggers, so to speak, I would be there more, just for lack of better words. That's I would say, one of the many ways you're able to really see those patterns. Now, being an assistant can be a destination or a launching pad, but either way, you need intention, because this role gives you access, insight, and skill, but only if you're willing to play the game and pay attention. And once you realize that, the job stops defying you and you start preparing for you. Now, being an assistant doesn't make us small. It makes us sharper, observant, and more confident. It taught me how power actually works and how to move with it, not against it. And if you're in this role right now and you're wondering if this is just the job, it's not. It's actually a masterclass if you let it be. Now, if you resonated with this video, and I hope you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. I'm still new here, so your support is greatly appreciated. I have more hot topics, more really anything that comes to mind coming soon. I'm super excited what I have planned for this channel. Okay, so remember that work and life should both feel good, and thanks for hanging out. Until next time.